Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're going to create a database in Entity Framework, and we will start also checking our Entity Framework, how we can install it, how we can use it. Now I go to the SQL Server Object Explorer, and from Desktop Developer Database I right click, I say Add New Database. So we say let's call this one Product Management 2022. And now let's go to table, add to table. We said that we'll add a category and product tables. Now let's add a new table. And from here, I told you before, this is our name of table. We can write it. Let's first say category. I write it as a plural, is categories, and let's call it category ID. Already it's primary key. Let's from properties we check. We make it identity specification as a true, because it will increment one by one. And now let's go write category name and put and varchar 50. It says like it will take national characters and 50 characters, own Unicode characters. It will get it. And this var, if we write 20 characters, it will just delete like 30 other characters. It will just keep like 20 characters in our database. So let's go and save this one. We say update database, and let's go our categories, add some categories from our table. Right click, view data, and let's write it. That's first one, we say white goods, and second one, let's say computer, and third one, let's say what we can write it. Let's say cell phone. Let it be like this. Later we'll edit more if it's necessary. Let's now create our product table. I right click here, add a new table, and then let's first thing we'll write a product name, product ID, sorry, and let's do identity specification as a true, and let's write product name and varchar, and let's say category ID integer, because we'll be selecting our categories as an ID from here. If I write 1, it means it is white goods. So then we say units in stock, and we say this is also integer, and then we say unit price, and this is decimal with 2 precision, and let's name of our table as the products. Now let's update it. Now our products also created. Let's go view data. Let's write data. Let's write show. How it was written. I think it's like this. Show me. and let's say it was the third category. Let's say unit is stock 650, unit price 2000 $2050. Yes. Now let's say Bosch fridge. It was first, and let's say 241, and let's say price $3,500, $3,500, and let's write HP, not big S. I just randomly write, I don't know if that is exist or not. 8th category is 2, and let's say we have a 84, and unit price is $3,800, and let's each of them you write another model. Let's say this time iPhone 8, I don't know the price, 3, and let's say price is $4,000, and then we write Siemens washing machine. Let's say one. Let's say Siemens $4,100, and lastly let's write computer, we say Toshiba satellite S. Let's just say that, I don't know if it exists or not. And let's say we have a 9,000, unit price, let's say $3,800. Now let's close our database. Let's start with Entity Framework. We go to the Solution Explorer. We right click on our projects and we say Manage NuGet Packages. And then from here, from Browse, I write Entity Framework. Make sure that you choose the .NET one, not Core. Core is for cross-platform because our project is .NET Framework. I choose Entity Framework and I say, because automatically the latest one is 644, install. Okay, accept. Now it starts installing Entity Framework, is already installed. You can see from here is already installed inside our project. Now when it installed, it just add like a app config file. Inside this one, let's go, we have our connection strings. So we will remove this one because we don't need it. We will not declare our connection strings inside app config. Now we are going to add 2 folders. First one, let's say contacts. This is our contacts, because contacts basically it is like our database. You know, for example, the name of project is product management. I will write product management contacts. And the second one is for our entities, because we have 2 entities, one category, one product. We will write our entities. And also we will be using data transfer object, because when we list our products, we have to list not category ID but category name, so that's why we say DTOs. Now that's enough. Let's go first for the context. Right click, we'll add a class and let's name it product management contacts, and let's set it public as a public. And here our product management contacts should be inherited from db contacts. So now first we will declare our connection strings, then our entities as well. I will say override on what we have it. Say maybe we have to add other from not only entity framework but others also we have to edit. Let's go manage to get packages, and then let's say entity framework, entity framework. What else we can add it here? Guys, I couldn't find on configuring method because of version modification, so I reinstalled the entity framework again. From solution we will declare our connection string inside app config. So I double click it, and then we come here, we say connection strings, then you say add, and we write our name of connection streams. First we have to declare our contact's name. We say name, and our contact's name was student product management contacts. Let's write it product management contacts. And now let's do our connection strings, and connection strings we can get it from here, and this was our database. This is our connection string. Let's paste it here, and let's delete from here until this one we delete it. Then we say our provider name. It will be system data entity SQL server. My system data, this one. Let's copy this one, and let's come here, we say paste. Now we have declared our connection strings. So whenever we run our application, it will go to app config, it will look for our connection strings, then it will connect. So then here we don't need and let's first create our entities. We say we have two entities. Right click class, first name I call it product, because here it is only one product, but in database, since the tables is products, let's say wait, and let's look at how we did. I put it, set it public, then I say integer. First it was product ID, second one string product name, third one was integer category ID, and fourth one was integer units in stock. Last one it was decimal unit price. Let's go and create our category entity as well. Close this one, close this one. Right click here, add class, and we'll say category. Public. First one it was int category ID, then second one it was category name. Now we have to set these entities inside our contacts, and we come here, we say db set, then we write name of our entity. This first one it was product, and here we will use plural as in database. This is as in inside Visual Studio. And let's do for the second one, sorry, and we'll say category, then categories, yeah. Let's go first our categories form. Here we have category list. Let's double click it. I think our skin has changed. Let's do like before. It's main form, I think. Select skin. We have chosen it was Mac skin, I think, yeah, become like before. And we say we'll go to like category list, and let's go from properties, load, when its first form is loading. Now here we have to call our category list. How we'll do it? We'll create a method, private void list categories. I name it like this. And then we'll call our contacts, and then we'll from contacts we'll reach our category, then the list, and then we will be listing our grid control. But in order to do that, I'm going to use using this one. Whenever we are done with our contacts, it will force to remove from the memory. That's why I declare like this. I say product management contacts, and let's say contacts, we get instance, and then let's say we will just our grid control, then data source equal, then our contacts, then we reach our categories, then to list. Now it will sufficient. Now we can we go and reach our categories and we list it, and we bind with our grid control category. So let's first, what we can do, we go to the main form, we double click our category list, and we say category list form. We create instance, and then category list MDI parent active form, and then show. Let's see how it's functioning. So now we have to, from program, we'll say open our main form. Yeah, if you category list, yeah. But the thing is that we create a method, we didn't call from load. We say we'll call our method. Now let's run it. As you see that we have category IDs and category names. Now second one, we are going to add, update and delete from our edit category edit forms. Now we go to category edit. First insert. Let's double click it. Then same thing we'll be using. We say product management contacts. And contacts, we create instance, our contacts. Then we say var added entity contacts entry. Then we have to